Hello, everyone. Welcome back to episode 48 of our Coordinator Climb series here on Football Coach College Dynasty. Last we left off, I made sort of a recruiting guide of sorts, went through the entire off season, spring, summer recruiting, and we were able to play two games to kick off the 2042 season. We beat Minnesota, our non conference opponent, in week one, 24 zip, dominating performance, held them to less than 180 yards total. And then we beat Oregon 41 to 6, held them to less than 100 total yards. Spectacular performance by our team. So right now, we're looking like world beaters. We're looking like we might be up there with the best of the best. We're number third in offensive talent with an 88, number eighth in defensive talent with an 86. If anyone is curious how 86 defensive talent can be eighth, Alabama has a 91, Penn State has a 90, and good old OSU and Wisconsin are sitting there with 89s. So, could be worse. Last we left off, went through a little bit of recruiting. Usually after week 3, week 4 is when you hear a lot of players complaining about wanting to transfer. So first things first, we'll get through a couple games. My plan for this video is we're just going to keep going until get a good stopping point and move from there. So, first things first, we open against Washington State. They're 0-2, not doing great. They lost to Kansas and just got blown out by Arizona State. Last season, they were 3-9, and they have not made a bowl game since 2032. They still have the same head coach? Yep. Coaches really do get an insanely long leash when you're playing on this difficulty, don't they? All right, so I foresee this to being one of the easiest games we have of the season. We're favored by 20 points on the road. They have two recruits visiting, including what looks like a pretty decent safety prospect. So far in the sim, I am 2-0 against Washington State with two blowouts, though it looks like earlier on they were kings of this rivalry. So let's see what happens. Let's just jump right into it. We will call tails as it never fails. Everyone knows this and defer to the second half. And because I have respect for my opponent, send the blitz. It didn't work. Operation Send the Blitz did not work, but we stop them on third down. Very good. I think we're going to go chew clock for most of this game. I don't foresee this game being close after like the second quarter. So I'm not trying to be here any longer than I have to. I am going to punt, though, on 4th and 4. It's too early in the game and on the wrong side of the 50 to be doing that. 3rd and 10, we'll just go man up. And Wazoo punts once again. So far, so good defensively. 6-yard run by Calvin Smalls. Look at our third running back getting involved. All right, Blankenship gets me the first. We're moving. We're shaking. We stopped moving. I'll kick a field goal for the points. DB blitz. Didn't really work. But we stop them on third down. And Eli Hunt muffed the punt. You get one, but if you muff a second one, you're benched from being a returner. All right, Washington State takes the lead with a touchdown. I'm turning chew clock off because evidently they took it personally when I said this would be a blowout by the end of the second quarter. Oy vey. There we go. Back to back really good runs. We're in the red zone. Incomplete again. 4th and 5's a bit long. Maybe I should have ran it there on 3rd down, but who can say? There we go. Coincides more with the 3rd down sack. Where's my play action comebacks? There it is. No, it didn't work. Uh-oh. And they're driving down the field with a will. They get the 3rd and 6. Wow. All right, we hold them to a field goal, which is not the end of the world. I'm going to go up tempo. Just see if we can't score, get a quick stop, and go for a score again. Immediately sacked for a loss of 7. That tracks. 15-yard gain, though, and sacked again. Man, what is happening to my O-line? Meanwhile, Washington State driving with a will. All right, and they get the field goal. It's now a 7-point deficit. Wow. Not what I expected here today. It must be said. 56-yard field goal he's not going to make. Let's just try a deep pass. Incomplete. There we go. He ran out of bounds. 45-yarder is good. Okay. Good news is there really is no good news. You go down to the summary screen expecting good news. There's not a lot. We're averaging 1.8 yards a rush. Keep in mind, the 17 sack yards hurts that. All right. I think we need a touchdown. I've had to settle for 3 field goals. I don't know if you can count the last drive as settling, but regardless, I think we need to get in the end zone. Looks like we're doing good already in the red zone. 3rd and 4. I'm going to run it. All right, we got it. Morton runs it in. I am going to go for 2. And we get it. All right, now it's a 4-point game. So they need another touchdown to take the lead on us. All right, they get the 3rd down. Not that one, though. All right. We have a chance to go up by double digits. Who knew that would be such a necessity against Washington State? Who could have foreseen? I give him 3 deep route options and he throws it short. Dustin Muhammad is never beating the allegations that he just hates to throw the ball deep. Wow. Let's try middle slant. No dice. All right. 7-point game. Not the best of drives. 3rd and 5. Let's bring the safety down. They ran it. Oh, 14 yards all the way to the 1. All right. Tie ball game. Who knew that Washington State would give us more fight than Minnesota, the kings of the Mountain West, in this save? What I should do for a hypothetical like new series that I'm planning on hard mode is do realignment before year 1 so that everyone just gets thrown around crazily. That could be fun. Imagine Ohio State in the MAC. Possibilities are endless. All right. Come on, guys. 1st and goal at the 1. So help me. All right. Pratt runs it in. We're back up by 7. They convert the 3rd and 3. I should have done more of a blitz, but I was worried they were going to pass. Incomplete on 3rd and 5. They're going for it, which I like. The aggression from the AI. They convert it. They're at the 11. There we go. Tackle for a loss on 1st down. 4th and 10. All right, this is for the game. and deflected by Jordan Curriell. Very nice. 1 first down wins us the game, and we get it. We'll just run the ball a couple more times for pride here. That's that. Credit must be given to Washington State. That was an insane close game. Yeah. I mean, what's kind of like our run game was okay. We just didn't run it that much. Muhammad, I would say, was fine. No touchdowns yet again, which is a little ugly. But no real issues with receivers not catching it. Obviously, the muffed punt really hurt. Because was that the. I don't know why it's not indicated on here. I'm too lazy to click through all of them. Yeah, I think our defense didn't do great. I mean, credit to Webster. He was 4 of 4 on kicks, including that long one at the end of the half. Yeah, that was. You ever win a game and you're like, I don't know. That's one of those where if you watch it, you feel more confident in the losers than you do in the winners. I suspect our ranking will drop again, probably to like 9. Just 7. Fair enough. Who's Washington State have the rest of the way? Oregon, they'll beat Oregon. Ball State, they should beat. Arizona, we'll see. Cal, they should beat. Yeah, they have some winnable games. They might make a bowl game. Kind of crazy to say about a team that's 0-3. All right, recruiting. Any insane surprises? Wisconsin offered more money to Waller. I'm almost tempted to just let them have Waller because I don't think I can make up the difference. I mean, I'm going to try, but that'll be tough. Uh-oh. Oh, they offered a scholarship to him. Why'd they wait? Silliness. Liberty offered 1.5 million to McNamara. And if you didn't watch last episode, McNamara does not care about NIL at all. For example, if I were to offer him above his market value, 3.4 million gets me 228 points. Insane. Insane. All right, looks like nothing too crazy other than that though. All right. I'm tempted to let Waller go. He's a really good JUCO guy, but I have to make up 1,000, and I doubt who's Tulane got the rest of the way. Yeah, they're not going to be ranked when they face us. I mean, it is week 10, so it's only 6 weeks. So we might as well try to keep pace. Remember when I said Maddox Paul should be mine, and then Michigan State was like, hey, we actually haven't offered him a scholarship yet? That was fun. I just wanted to call my bluff, which I respect. Best pitches that I can. All right, let's do a touch of recruiting here, mainly filling out the depth with like 3 stars. All right, anyone here that has really good potential that might be worth taking a stab at? Ooh, A- on the linebacker. I mean, his overall's a 57. Like the potential at that point is essentially irrelevant. And why not? That does bring my total linebacker count to 5. I mean, we might as well offer him. It's going to be essentially a free commit. because we'll be 700 points ahead of North Texas. But 57 overall is about the lowest you'll see for a 3-star. We'll see how that shakes out. All right, let's play the game against Air Force against Arizona, and then we'll take a look at transfer risks and the like. So Arizona 1-2, they beat Oregon, but they lost to TCU and Washington to open the season, and then Texas Tech. Good God. An aggressive athletic director at Arizona. And they did win a bowl game last year. So we're favored by 20. We are at home. I have one recruit visiting, and it's Zachary Albert because Arizona is an interested team. So I've beat Arizona every time I have played them. I anticipate more of the same here today. We will defer, as is our want. I know they're going empty. I don't care. I should have cared. Nah, they got us. All right, the blitz is not working. I've made that executive decision. Ooh, they're going for it on 4th and 1. Midfield. Oh, they got it. And then they walk into my red zone. Rude. All right. Okay, they missed a 23-yard field goal. This is why I wish like special team stats existed, specifically like blocks and such, because let's be frank, he missed a field goal that short with 7-mile-an-hour wind. It got blocked. But there's no stat for that, unfortunately. The run game seems to be working just fine. Never mind. Pratt runs it in on 4th down. We're okay. That looked terrifying. The DV blitz there was a little inspired. You know what? He missed the chip shot, but he made the 45-yard. Fair enough. Play action on 1st down. Maybe not my smartest decision. Let's run it on 3rd and 2. We get it. Thank you, Emmanuel. Keep it moving. The bubble screen succeeds. And then 3 straight incompletions to rain on my parade. All right, Zona punts. I'm going to turn chew clock on. See if I can't have a really long drive here and not give Arizona anything to work with. Good conversion there. Thank you, Gorman. Man, we just keep stumbling once we get to the red zone. All right, we have a minute 37. 3 timeouts to try to get into field goal range. Medium passes are nerfed. No matter. All right, maybe there was a matter. There we go. We convert on 3rd and 3. Very nice. Let's keep it moving. We're at the 11. 1 timeout still. I'm going to be bold and run it once. That was a terrible idea. 4th and 2 from the 3. I'll kick a field goal. I don't like it, but it puts me up by 13 and we get the ball to start the second half. I think if we have a nice drive here, that should be about it. Wow. There we go. That works. Calvin Smalls with touchdown out of the backfield. Who knew my power back could actually catch? Answer, not me. All right, we're going to run the ball like essentially all this drive because that seems to be having great success. against Arizona. The fact that I said that and Pratt immediately had like a 0 yard rush is kind of funny, but Smalls runs it in. This is the game I expected to have against Washington State. So good that, we're having it here against Arizona. Get the first down. Reed Carino is catching everything. All right, backups are now in on offense. Victor Richardson catches the pass, and Calvin Smalls runs it in. All right. Let's see what the backups can do on defense. All right. They'll hold them to a field goal. Not the end of the world. There we go. First down off the slant. Just keep it moving. Very good. We're at the 8. Let's see if we can get a touchdown here for Pride. And Joshua Jenkins, who is my 5th running back, runs it in for a touchdown. Oh, boy. That's fun. All right, we blow out Arizona in a game we expected to be a blowout. Finally went our way. Muhammad had a really good game. Morton did well. I need to run the ball with Pratt more. Because we're at this point, like he might not get his player promise. No tackles for loss, no sacks from our defense is a little terrifying. But hey, a win's a win. We're 4-0. Maybe we won't drop in the rankings this time. Hey, we went up by 2. Nice. And I got 780 points for the recruiting visit for Albert. That's pretty good. We'll see if UC can top of that. All right, so Pratt wants 150 carries. Right now he's on 38, which, assuming we play in a few postseason games, isn't great. I think the other thing is Smalls is just getting more carries than I think I want him to. Yeah, Smalls has 31, so they're practically the same. I think I'll remove Smalls from the fullback spot. All right, let us look at transfer risks. Quarterback. Guys, Dustin is going for the draft. You both want to leave? That's kind of a problem. Because Braden Gary, I think, could become a decent quarterback next season. Travis Mapp, I think, unfortunately, like his potential getting worse twice kind of is a signal that he's not going to be very good. So him transferring is fine. Gary transferring is a bit annoying. Marcos Hale leaving, I think, is fine. He's unfortunately just kind of an odd man out with our running back room. Wide receiver, everybody is chill. Luis Tan, who has an 85 overall, is good with redshirting. I am so happy. Tight end, everyone's chill. O-line. All right, Reynolds, that's fine. I can just promise him playing time. A couple of the freshmen. When Jack hasn't allowed any sacks, though. Reuben Jennings kind of has. I mean, to be fair, I am losing my top 6 guys. So promising them both more playing time might not be the worst idea in the world. D-line, Edwin Pike is mad. Well, I'm gonna be honest, Edwin. Like, you're pretty worse than the guys above you. I could play him over Taylor Bryant, but I think at that point I'd rather just let Edwin go. Linebacker, oh, that's a problem. Jonathan Myers wants out. That is a problem. I'm gonna swap him with Jordan Currio. I'm gonna move him to fifth. I'm gonna move him ahead of Dennis and hope Jordan Currio shouldn't get mad. He's loyal. Dennis, I think if he gets mad, it's not the end of the world, but we'll see. Corner. Oh my God. Guys, come on. Really want to play? Really, Samuel? Is this just going to be a thing? You want to win? We're 4-0. I don't see a problem here. All right, let's look at percentage allowed. So Ritter is 2 of 4. He hasn't been targeted. Martin, 2 of 3. He hasn't been targeted. Carlton, 5 of 5. Okay, let's just do one of those. Oh, brother. Safety. Yeah, Carson Willis is upset. I mean, okay. I mean, unfortunately, the issue with Willis is all he can do, like, he's amazing in zone coverage. He's got good IQ, but, like, Lowry has allowed a bajillion completions. You know what? I'm going to break one of my own rules. I'm going to rip the red shirt off of Willis. He'll be my third safety. Let's go from there. All right. Nothing too worrisome in the red shirt department. Both Mercer and Brunson wanting to leave is a little shaky, but not the end of the world. I can't believe I scheduled Michigan and they suck. They're 2-2. How disappointing. All right, let's look at recruiting. Any surprise? Quit offering money to this guy, Michigan. Ooh, okay. So Wisconsin just did target player. So there is a chance we catch on Waller. Oh my, Arizona State. They beat Air Force and got 725 points. Speaking of which, Arizona State is ranked. They're 4-0 also. Who've they beaten? Houston, that's fine. Washington State, Fresno State, Air Force. Yeah, they might take 2 losses against Stanford and USF, so. But hey, listen, if they want to be ranked by the time we face them, I am not going to complain. I will gladly take that. They must have scheduled Schroeder for the same visit. Yep. That's not a problem, though. He should still be ours. Stanford offered money for Larson. That's whatever. Boise offered a scholarship for Connolly. Nothing too worrisome. I can schedule a visit with Alfredo Fox. Let's do the Fresno State game. Pretty simple. That will be. All right. Okay. So, unfortunately for us, in terms of our overall schedule and stuff, Michigan is bad. They're 2-2. They lost to Wake Forest, Nebraska. Just beat. Oh, of course they beat OSU, and then they just beat Maryland. That's kind of funny. Well, they are worst in the country in turnovers. They have 8. They're 136 out of 136. That's honestly impressive. Okay. I mean, listen, we're playing in Ann Arbor, so there is that. We're favored by 9 points. Yeah, they're going after Luis Shaw, which maybe I should have fired into the sweepstakes for him, but I don't think so. This is our first time meeting. And remember, prestige wise, Michigan is paying us to come play there. We win the toss, we will defer. I formation. Fair enough. Hey, well, the worst offense in terms of turnovers just threw its first interception. Scott Cooper got the pick. Is their quarterback just bad? I mean, he's not terrible. He has a cannon, but by Michigan standards, yeah, he already has 10 picks. Who else is in that QB room? Oh, wow. How'd they do last year? They went 10-3 last year, didn't make the playoff. Okay. Well, we got a pick. That'll do. See if we can get a score here. Let's run it on 3rd and 1. Easy dub. Oh, Pratt went backwards. And Muhammad got sacked, and we missed a field goal. Oh, brother. That drive had so much promise. Defense gets a stop, though. Thank you, lads. There we go. Lucas is moving. And we punt. Not a great game so far for our offense. Wow, they ran it to the outside. And another turnover. Carson Willis forces. Samuel Ritter recovers. Very good. The play action there from my own 6 was a bold call, but it worked, so we're fine. Hey, Sawyer Quoke, 45 yards over the middle. We're in Michigan's red zone. Let's keep it moving. Pratt goes backwards. It's a field goal, man. Our defense is doing so well. Our offense just is not holding up. I'm going for it. I know this is probably a stupid idea, but I have to spark something. There we go. Morton gets me the yard. Come on, guys. There we go. Play action gets me the first. We're in the red zone. We convert. All right. I'm going to turn shoe clock on. There we go. Blankenship with the touchdown off the hitch route. We're up 10-0. They got the conversion there. And another interception. Spencer Sawyer with the pick. Let's go up tempo. See if we can't get a field goal or something on the board here. There we go. Eli Hunt gets me 13. The kick is good. We're up 13-0 at half, and we get the ball. Joyous times. Let's keep it moving. Or go 3 and out with a dropped pass. All right. Defense gets a stop. Very good. There we go. Pratt gets me the first. Good man. All right. I think I'm feeling more confident about our offense. I think we found a good mix of run. There we go. Eli gets me 13. We're moving. 3rd and goal at the 1. You already know. Pratt runs it in. 20-0. Oh, my days. 90-yard kickoff return to the 6. Fair enough, I suppose. Yeah. All right. They get 7 points. Kind of annoying that that was their first score, like off of an insanely long kickoff return, but that is what it is. I think now we're going to leave chew clock on, keep moving. 3rd and 1. Let's run it. Morton went backwards. I'm going to punt. Well, I was hoping we'd burn them at like the 5, not have a net punt of 22 yards. All right, they punt anyway. Oh boy. Ooh, 24-yard pass. That bailed us out of what could have been a horrendous drive. There we go. Play action. In business. Blankenship gets me the first. And Nicholas Moon with the touchdown over the middle. I'll go for 2. We don't get it, but it's still a 19-point game regardless. And Michigan punts. That'll be that. All right, backups are in, and we have to punt. Good job, backups. And there we go. They turn over on downs. Fair enough. Oh, I should have done a blitz there. Oh, another pick. So, Michigan, who came into this game with 18 turnovers, had 4 more in this game. Goodness gracious me. To be clear, our run game was horrendous. Like, they stopped that dead in its tracks. They just couldn't stop our pass game. Muhammad only had 3 incompletions the whole game, had 330 yards, 2 touchdowns, but they killed our run game. But yeah, they need to make a change at QB immediately. Missing the field goal, I think, sucked. The fact that they got their 7 points off of a 90-yard kickoff return is a little upsetting because then I don't get to say that we shut out Michigan. I was very close to being able to say that, folks. Very, very close. Ooh, Reed Carino is out. All right, Carino's hurt for 2 weeks. I'm just going to move him to inactive, and that'll put Victor Richardson, who is a transfer from Colorado State, into the lineup. Carino can just chillax for 2 weeks. Okay. Yeah, first recruiting. Oh boy. See, like, I get it. Stanford has an S college life, and like I understand at a certain point with recruiting that has to matter. But the idea that you can blow out a team 35 nothing and get 585 points is a little silly to me. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, Wisconsin is back to trying for Waller. ASU just offered money for Schroeder. I would like Schroeder. He's part of the week 13 group, right? Yeah. So I might wait off money. Holy Moses. UC beat Western Kentucky, got 775 points. So they're ahead by 200 now. Ouch. That hurts. South Alabama offered money to the kicker, Randall. I'm a little worried about how we're starting to fall behind on a lot of these guys. Let's go back and look at some more 3-star. potential fillers. Whoop. Quarterback. Oh, he sucks. Unsurprisingly, it's not the most inspiring list any of us have ever seen. Yeah, it's not great. But that's kind of what we knew, that this recruiting class, for whatever reason, is just bad or worse than usual. But hey, it is what it is. All right, good news. We're 5-0. Let's check on the rest of our Pac 12 compatriots. Washington's undefeated. Stanford's 4-1. Arizona State's undefeated. San Diego State's 4-1. All right, looks like the Pac 12 is going to be as competitive as usual this season. Not a lot of margin for error. I mean, the good news is that we beat both Minnesota and Michigan. I figured we would take one loss there. So, really good that we didn't. Fresno State, we should win. Looks like San Diego State might be ranked. They're playing Cal. We'll see. It's like some winnable games here coming up. All right, Fresno State 1-4. They beat Oklahoma State, and then they have lost to everybody else. All right, they don't allow a lot of sacks, but they're not very good defensively at anything. I foresee this being wow, we're favored by 35 points. Oh, brother. I have 3 recruits visiting Edgar Cullen, Chandler Claiborne, and Alfredo Fox. Last year we won 45-3. So I anticipate more of the same here today. They won the toss. They defer. All right. So we start with the ball. 3rd and 3. Let's run it. Thank you, Emmanuel, for not ruining my day. We're already in the red zone. This game might be over by the second quarter. We'll see. Calvin Smalls runs it in. We're up 7-0. This game, I'm just going to do exactly what the AI wants me to do. And so far, it has gifted them everything. I'm staying goal line. I don't care. They ran it in. All right, 7-0. Not great from our defense. We get the conversion. Thank you, lads. I need to look at what Eli Hunt's numbers are, because he seems to have bailed us out on like every 3rd down. Speaking of which, let's run it. 0 yards, Lucas. And we get the conversion. Thank you, Christian Bullock. Thank you, Christian Bullock again. At least someone came to play on offense. And Calvin Smalls runs it in. Defense gets the stop. Very good. For Verts. I mean, it kind of worked. He threw it to Quoke over the middle. 1st and goal at the 7. Let's pass it once. And it works. Blankenship. Touchdown off the slant. Defense gets another stop. 4 Verts failed. Retire the play. If it doesn't work against Fresno State, retire the play. There we go. We're moving. Jet sweep. Did not work. 4th and 1. I mean, we're going to go for it. Might as well. And it works. 1st and goal at the 3. Let's go chew clock. Smalls runs it in. Yeah, so let's call a timeout, force him to punt, and then run it once. Cool. Yeah, I mean this game's a blowout. It looks like Fresno State's going to score here for pride. No, they missed the field goal. Oh, poor Fresno State. I think they've been one of the big sufferers of realignment because they were dominating the Mountain West. Then they come to the Pac 12 and it's just gruesome. There we go. Pratt gets me the first. Nicholas Moon with the touchdown off the play action. And Kieran Balderrama forces and recovers a fumble. That'll play, sir. That'll do quite nicely. Morton gets stuffed, but Smalls finds the end zone. We're up 42-7. There we go. All right, backups are now in on offense. And Blankenship gets the touchdown from Gary. This game is officially going into snooze fest territory. I need some action. God, Marcos. 4 carries, 0 yards, and he's complaining about playing time. Oh, Edwin Pike, who also is complaining about playing time, forces the fumble, recovers it, and takes it to the house for a touchdown. That'll play. It's like OBS couldn't handle it. We had some buffer issues there, but looks okay. Well done, Edwin. Defense gets a stop. Let's try a screen. Didn't work. It did not work. We'll punt it back to him. Oh, they converted on 4th and 6. We suck. All right, we beat Fresno State 56-7. A massacre for all intents and purposes. Muhammad was nearly perfect. I think the run game was really good. Calvin Smalls had 4 touchdowns. I think our future at running back is like locked in for 3 years. If we stay. If we leave Utah, like the AI might do something very stupid. But, you know, who knows? But good win there. Probably drops us in this ranking. So everyone prepare yourself mentally for that image. Hey, went up by 1, and Nicholas Moon is hurt. Okay, so now we're running into a lack of wide receiver depth. I mean, to be clear, it's only 2 weeks, and we have a bye in week 8, so I think here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move Moon to inactive. I'm going to reactivate Reed, and he'll be my 5th wide receiver. Look at Christian Bullock, just barely played his whole career. Now he's a senior, thrust into service. Good luck, buddy. All right, visit results. It looks like Chandler Claiborne committed. Colin and Fox did not, which is, to be frank, very frustrating. But whatever. We got our first commit. Chandler Claiborne, come on down. All right, so of the 18 recruits, we're only ahead on 7 of them. But we do have the second recruiting visit for a lot of these guys, which is good. But we run the risk of falling so behind that our recruiting visits won't be enough to catch. Like Louisville, for crying out loud, beat Miami, got 680 points. So we'll see. But yeah, we may run the risk of having a very, 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 very small recruiting class. Yeah, like we're going to fall behind on Villanueva, on Devin Bird soon. Then we are really in trouble. All right, so Pratt's up to 67 carries. So we're getting closer to 150, but like, yeah, we're spreading out the rock like a little too much. We'll see, though. All right. Anyone new complaining about playing time? Huffman for the draft. You are my backup tight end. Relax. Nah, it's everyone we knew. The fact that like my corner is one to leave is upsetting. Ritter no longer wants to leave, which is good. I could go to six corners, but to be frank, like I don't want to. That's just kind of where my head's at. Let me go actually to recruiting really quick. Let me look specifically at corners. No. You ever look at a prospect and you're like, well, you want to be a star and you're not very good. All right. San Diego State. They're ranked 21st in the country. Good for them. They're 5-1, only lost to Stanford. They've beat USF. Good for them. However, they still got Washington, Liberty, and Arizona State after the bye. So I think if they lose to us, they can kiss their Pac 12 aspirations goodbye. They have 9 recruits visiting, including Blake Golden, who was a quarterback we debated going for in the offseason. We beat them last year, but they beat us the year before. I think if San Diego State beats us this year, I might change the rival and make it them. Because right now, our rivalry with Air Force is a nothing game. We'll see. Well, San Diego State defers, so we will open with the ball. Good Lord, they didn't under smoke blitz. They're me. So, little bit of a banged up wide receiver core for this game. Hopefully, it won't come back to bite us any. Looks like it's not. We're already at the 9. Pratt, you're killing me. I'm going for it. There we go. Morton gets us the first. Calvin Smalls with the touchdown out of the backfield. We're up 7-0. That'll play. All right, we're going chew clock now. Never mind. Chew clock. Muhammad immediately sacked. Oh, it's a sign. We're going back to normal. It was a sign, folks. Blankenship gets me 12. Very good. There we go. Victor Richardson, the redshirt freshman transfer, getting some balls thrown his way here. And Reed Carino, who is, a little hurt, but he's still catching touchdowns. Very good, lads. San Diego State punts. 3rd and 9. Let's try cross flood. Did not work. Wah, 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 but they punt. Poor San Diego State. Maybe Washington State is just the greatest team ever for how close they played us. Like they played us closer than Michigan. Which, when you put it like that, Reed Carino dropped a pass. It's fine. He's hurt. I'm going to go for it. There we go. Manuel Morton. Thank you, sir. And nothing doing there. All right. We're up 17-0. San Diego State has to punt. Ooh, Muhammad is sacked for a safety. Ow. All right, they punt quick, though. Let's see if we can get some points here. There we go. Bullock gets me the conversion. We like that. Slants. All right, we're out of timeouts though, so this could get bad. There we go. Conversion there. Let's keep moving. 1st and 10 at the 16. Let's go. Oh, 1st and goal at the 2. Let's try it quick. Slants. No dice. I'll kick a field goal. That brings us up by 18. Pretty happy with that, especially because they got their stinking safety there. But they punt. So all okay. I don't think plays should be nerfed like when the half rolls over. That seems a little silly, in my humble opinion. Like now, let's see if we can run the ball a bunch. There we go. I forgot to switch to chew clock. My mistake. There we go. I accidentally did QB sneak instead of goal line. So Muhammad gets a rushing touchdown to his name. Oh, they beat the Engage 8. All right. San Diego State walked down the field there. So it's back to being an 18-point game. But it is the 4th quarter. We're burning quite a bit of clock. I'm not particularly worried here. Oh, we're sacked. All right, 21-point game. I think it would take. Oh, well, nope, there we go. DeMario Montero with the interception. Lucas Pratt runs it in for a touchdown. That'll do it. Backups are now in on defense. And they get the stop on 4th down. Very nice for the lads. Braden, good man. There we go. All right, we win 37-9. Kind of an unexpected little blowout there, but I mean, we were 2 of 2 on 4th down. Looked very good offensively. Run game was pretty good. Nothing too upsetting. Muhammad was sacked 3 times, whereas we didn't sack San Diego State at all, which is something to monitor. But hey, that'll do. And no change in the ranking. Reed Carino is fully healthy again, so he will move up to, I think, just number 4. I think I'll move Blankenship. No, I won't. What am I saying? Yeah, Carino can go back to 3. And then he's going to be healthy after the bye anyway. So I'll have Moon go back up to 5, I think. All right. So recruiting wise, I think we are in legitimate danger of like just not having much of a recruiting class. Waller may commit soon. Well, buddy, I hope you commit on week 10. Not a moment sooner, not a moment later. Anything else, we're pretty in trouble. I think we may need to spend some money in order to get recruiting guys. Oklahoma beat Arkansas and got 789 for Jace. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, I'm a little worried that Spencer Sawyer just is not going to get like any All-American. He might not even get All-Conference at this rate. Like he has 4 pass breakups. He had 18 last year. His completion percentage is so much worse. Yeah, that might be a problem, but you never know. All right, let's advance past the bye week. Like right now, we're only ahead on 6 guys. So, not the best place for us to be. But hey, we're taking shots. I may look at some 2-star guys. Yeah, we're starting to get lapped on like everyone. It's not great. Let's look at some 2-stars, shall we? Well, first of all, is there any that I know have A potential? Yes, and most of them have committed. Fair enough. What about B? No. Also, no. This is how you know recruiting is going poorly. I mean, not that it's not going poorly. I think that's an incorrect characterization. I think what's simply happening is because we have so many late recruiting visits, we're falling behind on everyone, and we're going to need this game, the Tulane game, the Arizona State game, to sort of jump us forward. All right, so this will be the last game we play of today's video against ranked USF. They are 4-3, just barely ranked. They've lost to Kansas State, San Diego State, and Washington. They just beat Arizona State, though. So, as I predicted, Arizona State's dreams are dead. I got this. We're favored by 15.5 for crying out loud. We have 4 recruits visiting. We're only ahead on Welch. We're behind on the other 3. Last season we beat them, but the 2 years ago they beat us. So let's keep it moving. USF could be a rival, but it feels weird for a school in South Florida to rival Utah. That feels a bit silly. All right. And they had a massive kickoff return and 3 plays later in the end zone. And we go 3 and out. Well, then. Lovely. Love that for us. All right. We got the first. That's huge. Not loving how the game started, but it's okay. We have time. Uh-oh. Passes dropped. Reed, you're killing me. We punt. And they got 48 yards. There we go. Malcolm Barber forces and recovers a fumble. That's huge. Massive. Gorman gets us the conversion. Let's keep it moving. Thank you, Blankenship. They tried to engage 8. I respect it. And Calvin Smalls fumbled. USF recovers. And they are driving. Wow. Well, this is not going well. Hashtag analysis. We get the conversion there. That's nice. Wow. Our run game has been so feast or famine. I don't even know if there's been much of a feast, to be fair. That might be an incorrect statement. It's been like average or famine, is really the truth. All right, we're on the board. Defense just allowed 3 straight first downs and a 35-yard touchdown. My God, guys. Our defense is getting torched out there. All right, we convert to 3rd and 4. I was going to go for it if we didn't get it anyway. We convert to 3rd and 7. Switch to chew clock. 4th and 1. I mean, yeah, like a field goal doesn't help me with the way USF is scoring. Very good. Morton gets me the first. Let's run it. Run it again. Timeout. Switched up tempo. Wow. I'll take the points. I hate it, but I'll take the points. Okay. We're down by 11. Our defense has either forced a turnover or allowed a touchdown. So that's kind of where we're at. Very good. All right. We're getting close to the red zone. We are in the red zone. Let's get in that end zone. Come on, Calvin. I'll kick the field goal. That does make it a 1-possession game, technically, but I need our defense to get some stops. All right. They get me the 1. Okay. We're looking better. Bubble screen worked. Very good. All right, our offense, I think, has found itself. It's just up to the defense to not implode again. Man, 45-yarder, send it. No good. Oh, man. Yeah, that could be game. Yep, they convert on 3rd and 11, march down the field. All right, we hold them to a field goal. So we're going up tempo the rest of the game, effectively. That sack is bad. Hashtag analysis. 3rd and 7, incomplete. We're going for it. I mean, we have to. And we don't get it. All right. That is likely game. Yeah, because now we're burned at the 3 anyway. Yeah. I think, unfortunately, I settled for a field goal. I mean, if I don't settle for that field goal and we get a touchdown, we have 4 more points and it's a 1-score game. But even then, like, our defense, I do not know what happened. Sure. There we go. All right. We got a touchdown there for Pride. 2-point conversion fails. Now we just got a blitz. Okay, here we go. We have 1 timeout, minute 40. A touchdown wins us the game. Imagine if we got that 2-point conversion. Oh, we'd be in such better shape right now. All the passes I got are nerfed. Who cares? A sack here is the end of days. There we go. We get the conversion. We're out of timeouts. Minute 10 left. 49 seconds. Why in the world did the AI just switch it to normal? I don't know. Good question. 1st and goal at the 5. Here we go. And it's complete. Touchdown to Blankenship. Okay. We get the 2-point conversion. USF has 23 seconds, all timeouts. They get the 3rd and 3. Last play of the game. Incomplete. We steal it from USF at the death and win 27-24. Wow. Yeah, I mean, they were up by 11 with the ball with like 5.5 minutes left. They punt. We go 15 plays, 97 yards, 2 minutes, 40 seconds. They go 3 and out and only burn a minute. 10 plays, 64 yards in a minute 17 and get the win. Very good. Muhammad threw it 67 times. Goodness gracious me. Completed the ball 51 times. Oh boy. 2 touchdowns to his name. 2 receivers with over 100 yards. 3 with 10 catches or more. Oh boy. No sacks defensively. These guys kill me. Oh man, we stole that from them. Oh, that's clutch. Okay, and now we're going to look at recruiting, and it will determine my entire mental health. Oh my, that's bad. Gorman's hurt, Carino's hurt again, and our QB is hurt. Neat. All right, so Gorman, he doesn't want to go to the draft, does he? No. I think Gorman, unfortunately, his season just kind of might be done. Like, it's a major injury. I don't really want to risk it. I could move him down to like I could move Carino to 5 and Gorman down to 6, but his speed's a 77. No, I can't do it. So he's going to be inactive. Carino will drop down a bit, and Victor Richardson is going to get some run. Good luck, buddy. Don't let me down. Dustin Muhammad is hurt. However, he's still better than, Braden Gary is right now. So he's going to play. All right. Visit results. 1,000 points for Welch and Paul. 920 for Bird and Maxwell. Will it be enough to stave off Northwestern and Illinois, respectively? I don't know. Illinois is playing an FCS school. I think you get a debuff automatically when doing that. Oh, brother. Northwestern, 885 points for beating Nebraska. Goodness gracious me. Our visit, though, is going to be crazy because it's going to be the 4th visit against an interested team. My hope was Arizona State would be ranked when we play them. That would be very nice. South Alabama had their visit. They got 560 points. I'm not going to pretend to understand how. All right. Everything else is locked in. Okay. Well, I think that is where I will end off this episode. Overall, we played 6 games this episode. We won all 6 of them. Really, the only close ones were Washington State and USF. Kind of crazy when you think about it. We have 4 games left of the season. Tulane at home, Stanford on the road, who's currently ranked, Air Force on the road, and then home at Arizona State. This Tulane game also, looking at our recruiting visitors, we're going to need to catch up on Waller, blitz ahead on Conley. Villanueva is fine, and then see if we can leapfrog South Alabama for Randall. So we'll see what happens there. Checking in on player promises, Pratt wants 150 carries. He's currently on 95, so I think he should get it. Might be a little close. It does not look like Sawyer will make an All American team. Booster objectives, we have not won the division yet. It looks like we will hold opponents to less than 155 rushing yards. We're definitely throwing less than 18 picks. We've scored 35 points or more. Air Force hasn't played yet. So we've locked in, essentially, the rush yards and the 2-pick ones. So we're already done with 4 goals. We're waiting to see if we can win the division. Right now, we're 6-0. San Diego State and Air Force are both 6-2. We have the tiebreakers, obviously, over San Diego State and USF. So I think we'll win the division. Even if we lose to Stanford, if we beat Arizona State, the division is ours. On the other side of the Pac 12, looks like Washington, who is undefeated and already beat Stanford. So it looks like Washington's going to win their division. But it's looking good. We're ranked number 2 in the country, 8-0, playing some really good football. Think the USF win was huge. Feeling pretty happy about the state of things going forward. But thank you all for watching. I was able to stream on back-to-back days, which does not happen often, which means this should have a couple uploads on YouTube this week. Feeling pretty good about ourselves. So thank you all for watching. See you next time.